Thanks for watching. I'm Prerna Agarwal, Technical Product Owner for The Guardian. Today we'll be giving you Guardian update of Sprint 72 that lasted from August 19 to August 30th. So just a quick overview of the agenda. We'll be looking at the roadmap. We'll be also talking about the issues that we tackled in Sprint 72, which lasted from August 19 to August 30th. Then we'll be flipping over and giving you a short demo on Sprint 72. Then we'll be also looking ahead of week of September 2nd, which is Sprint 73. We'll also be talking about the issues that we'll be tackling in Sprint 73. We'll be talking about the upcoming releases. And we'll also be giving you some of the ways that you can either submit bugs or policy requests through various different channels. So talking about the Guardian roadmap, we are working on GCC M001 Global Carbon Council policy. We are also working on the API versioning and support deprecation schedule. We are working on the Scope 3 PCF referencing demo. We are working on the default values for schema-defined fields. And we are also working on the rationalized API and UI error return codes. Talking about Sprint 72, so in Sprint 72, we initially committed 35 story points and we delivered 34 story points, which includes 2839, which is token action block to work with token templates, 3267, which is different token IDs for different projects by the same policy, and 4096, enhanced Docker configuration and multi-platform support, and 4103, which is ability to push data of local node to indexer. Now let's look at Sprint 72 demo. So the first ticket what we'll be looking at is 2839, which is token action block to work with token templates. Currently in Guardian policies, token action block works with tokens directly defined in the policy, not user created tokens. This limits the usefulness of both token action block and the token template for creating policies because policies can't perform automatic actions on user-defined tokens such as associate, disassociate, freeze, unfreeze, grant KYC, and revoke KYC. We have solved this, but before I just show you how we have solved it, I also wanted to go over the ticket 3267, which is different token IDs for different projects by the same policy, as these two tickets are related to each other, where in this particular ticket, the problem description was that it is common to allow an undetermined, unlimited number of different projects to be created, registered under the same Guardian policy, which is methodology. For these projects, their respective project developers can submit PDDs and other data via forms, resulting in a production of the trust chain of various VCVP documents and ultimately in the minting of the tokens. However, there is currently no way to differentiate between the tokens belonging to different projects, as all tokens issued by such policy would have the same token ID. So in order to solve these two, what we have done is we have actually created a detailed documentation of how you can now create a dynamic token creation as per the Guardian policies. So in order to look at this, you can go to our docs.hedera.com/guardian/dev-1. So as this feature is not available in the main branch, we will be doing a release in October. But if you are waiting for this particular feature, you can go ahead and look at our develop branch and you can get the functionality development in that particular branch. To get more information here, what we have done is we have actually listed out a step-by-step process of how you can configure and create a dynamic token. So first step is you need to actually set the wipe contract ID property and the template configuration, which is token template. Here you have to actually set up a wipe contract property. And then in the second step, what you have to do is you need to also add the token name and the token symbol, where the token name is a device token and the credential subject of it. And the token symbol is nothing but the predefined variable, and also allows user to set up the additional variable part of the token number in token name or token symbol at the runtime. The third step is you need to set up the auto run as enabled, just to make sure that block will automatically create a token without requiring user actions, which is manual or on the approval. And then you need to also make sure that the default active is set to false, it's not enabled. And the other fields all are filled, all are mandatory when you create the dynamic token. Then the last step is you need to also populate the user template, where you need to enable the user template field in both the blocks, which is one is the token action block and one is a token confirmation block. So once you enable these and disable the required fields which are mentioned in this, you should be actually able to create the dynamic token as per the project, not as per the policy. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on Slack or on our email. The next ticket what I would like to look at is 4103, which is ability to push data of local node to indexer. So as we already have the indexer built, but in that particular thing, in the current indexer, we are not able to display the hedera testnet data in the indexer, but not the local node, which results in the incorrect number of bits, which when compared to the actual statistics. So in order to solve this, what we have done is we have actually figured that out, that you might now be able to handle the local node files in the indexer by enabling or by correcting some of the settings when you actually build the indexer, which is you need to change the IPFS gateway configuration option in the indexer so the result.env file in such a way that it actually also points out to the local node. So for example, the IPFS gateway can be HTTPS, ipfs.io/IPFS and CID. And to get more information, you can actually go to our docs.hedera.com, and then when you go to indexed user guide, you will also see a last section added here, which says handling local node files. If you have any questions to get to know more about our issues and the demo, please reach out to us on Slack. Now, talking about Sprint 73, which will start on September 2nd to September 13th, we are currently committing 734 story points, which includes 3236 API versioning and support deprecation schedule. We are also working on 4094, which is 500 other error schema IMT policy does not exist. And we are also working on 3705, which is Global Carbon Council GCC M001 methodology. And lastly, we are working on 4086 using the same user on API and UI calls resets the configs. Talking about the releases, our last release was on Friday, July 31st. Our next release will be on Thursday, October 31st, 2024. So there are multiple ways to reach out to us. You can reach out to us on GitHub. You can submit policy requests, enhancements, or if you find some bugs, please go ahead and mention those bugs with us so that we can get our team on it. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, please come and join our conversation at hedera.com/Discord. And when you get there, search for sustainability channel, or feel free to reach out to us directly if you have any policy requests by emailing us at info@envisionblockchain.com or through our website, which is www.envisionblockchain.com. Thank you. Have a great day.